And so, discussing about this book, The Sovereign Light, A Course in Metaphysical Spirituality. In case you didn't know, I'm the author, publisher, and writer as well as artist. My name is Reverend Maria Urbanatides. And this book here does have within it, it discusses artificial intelligence and how we can become more aware and integrated within ourselves so that we can make better use of these things, these gadgetries, and what's to come in the future, and the here and now, how we can see it from a different way and feel it. I mean, there is a difference between feelings and emotions. And so what I would like to discuss is this electromagnetic, the magnetism within us all. AI will always have that electrical component, but that divine feminine of magnetism, of connection to the earth, your north node, you see how I have it here, and it's also reflection. It's 4 and then 4 out, it's 8. In any event, it doesn't matter. This thing is magnetism, and what we have is the sun and the moon and the earth, and that connection, our north node, that within us, that magnetism, that law of attraction, that we go into this book and we start clearing our emotions that are stored in the subconscious of our memory. And once we start clearing that, then we get into that field of oneness, and from that field of oneness, then we can begin to create. And with magnetism, we can have that magnetism. Once we're connected to it in this way, we can attract what we want to us. We can work with intention in that field. And manifest, which is a 3D concept, physical. Yes, we are of the physical. So no matter how we look at things, it's clearing, and we're able to have a creator type being awareness, higher mind, and with the heart, and with that magnetism that Ida Pagalan discusses here within the book. And this is some things that artificial intelligence will not have. And eventually they might be able to, with the integration of the biology and from our parts and their parts mixed in, but there will always be that separation that they will never be able to go beyond that middle ground into the higher 4th level, into the 5th dimensional realities that we exist in, from that level of magnetism with the earth and through our heart. Okay? So what I wanted to do is go into a sermon now of page 101. And if I didn't cover everything, maybe next time I'll cover it. And this is to create in my own image and alchemy. Just breathe into it, and the light codes will happen to direct the cosmic fire through the body and via the central nervous system, which originally was designed for this purpose in the first place. The atom, in the likeness of blueprint, and that was designed to be able to direct electrical currents at very high voltage through the body, and to use this ability to shape energy in plasma into form. The more the cell can decode and activate, the more the light it can expand into its field of awareness. The activation is an internal process. Feel the deeper inner peace and celebration from when the self can open up its heart to love. From the fluidity of water that comprises the self, with the diamond water codes to be a clear and transparent matrix for the transmission and projection of this electrical light energy, like light through a prism. As the light moves through this diamond prism that is the body of the physical self, it carries the codes or instructions on how to shape energy into matter and create that which it can see and desire into manifest form. At this moment, The experience can be uncomfortable for the present that it undergoes through the process in preparation for migrating itself into the new earth paradigm, paradigma. It's a Greek word. And in this way, this example of reality will require such talents that are being gifted to the self when ready to awaken and accept them. This will require a new relationship with the earth and nature as a living being or reality coexisting alongside with the self. This connection is of the highest respect, to walk with reverence in the acknowledgement of such great power and the magic that is bestowed upon that which can stand up and take responsibility in its light of being and breathing authentically in the space of oneness to existence. What did I put here? I made notes. I love writing. It's like, where'd my pen? Magnetic, 0-point field. Yes, the magnetic aspect is the 0-point field. Electrical back into oneness through the heart of the higher mind intent. I think I have. I did cover it, right? That's supposed to be my cue notes on my belt. Let's see, I think maybe from the interweaving of the physical and the metaphysical spirituality perspective. This was page 102. I don't know if I did mention this, I think, last time, but I didn't cover it. And we're heading into the next page. Yes, okay. So let me cover the first paragraph. These paradigms were given the chakras to play with, practicing the voice and sound to find these portals of various understanding, to ignite the feeling of breath and touch upon the concept of the life force Kundalini Chi Prana. So you see, these chakras create an energy, a vortex, right? And that's the electrical component, okay? And inside, that creates a magnetism. And so, these, the purpose of the shaman in the old world was to serve as the bridge between the many of its world and that of spirit world, to find in nature and in the dream time or higher dimensions when the self can enter into a new paradigm, to become the all as all shamans, in that the many can experience and understand in the same format, to connect with honor, respect, rather than exploit and take advantage of in the accumulation of greed that feeds the ego. And so the nature spirits and elementals must be given the permission before the self can share from this essence that it gives, rather than to forcefully take and plunder recklessly by disregarding such existence. Those who do will never be allowed to enter into such a kingdom. And so I think I covered, the magnetism and all these things that I think I'll just leave it there. Thank you so very much.